From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second and 10 now. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air, 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
He'll look to throw on 4th down. Able to find Nakua here. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throw left side, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Running back sent in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10, looking to throw. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They pitch it to him. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, that depends on the call on this flag. Long time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pass it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the defender comes away with it. Terry on Arnold has it. And the Lions will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. First down on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
From the 40 on 2nd down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. He sends this one to the end zone. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Holding left side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Throwing off the play fake here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Running right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. They are throwing it again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams parlay the interception into points. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They go right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now toss it to Gibbs. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Lions in position to attempt a field goal. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Back to throw, needing a first. He has room past the 25. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. Working inside the red zone. He's in at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Throwing from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while, you get in that huddle and remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Flushed out of the pocket. And there's a man. It's intercepted. Broke through the tackle. And the Rams set the football as he records his 12th INT of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Takes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. One last play before the break.
Let's go. Try to be ready. Last inning, 19.
Back to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 36. It's taken in by Williams. And he stuck cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. He's going to throw this one. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, well, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He finds Laporta. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Throwing now from the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Chooses to bring this one out. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Cut out left. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 31. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get over near the 38-yard line before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the air. Kirby Joseph up to the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun on 3rd down. He's going deep this time. And he really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Dump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, they got it. Intercepted on the goal line. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. This is complete to Gibbs. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. On the run right. Going deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarred loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They've got 1st down from the 31.
19 right. Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Launches one deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? 79 Morocco. Here we go. Shaq. Come my team. Come.
Pass play now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Back to 60.
Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Play action on first down. Buying some time left. Throw left side, complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
From the 37. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He gets this one in the cooler. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Throwing now. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. Buying some time right. He's got it. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. This one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Setting up to pass. Into the hands of Gibbs. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. You had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it yet again. This is for the ball game. And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.